everyone, so far you have learned how to develop Android applications. Now we are going to learn how we can measure their performances using performance measuring tools. There are many profiling tools available for Android. Today we are going to discuss 5 of them.
Memory monitor, CPU monitor, logcat, GPU monitor and network monitor. These are used to monitor the performance of an Android application.
Here you find the Android monitor at the bottom of the main window. Let's hide it and open again in a different way. To open again, select View, then select Tool window and again Android monitor. Android monitor also lets you capture various types of data about your application while it's running and stores it in a file, which you can access later. It lists these files in the Captures window. Before starting using Android monitor, you need to set up the environment as well as the hardware device or emulator. Android Debug Bridge, in other words ADB, is a service that is used for debugging Android. You have to enable ADB integration by selecting Tools, Android, Enable ADB Integration. Enable ADB Integration should have a check mark next to it in the menu to indicate it's enabled. After you've met the prerequisites and optionally connected a hardware device, you're ready to profile an app in Android monitor. To start, let's run a project on an emulator. Display Android monitor and click the tab for the memory monitor. Here you can see the memory consumption by your application. CPU monitor shows the usage of the CPU by your application. Logcat monitor and the GPU monitor have special requirements when setting up the environment. For Logcat, you have to enable USB debugging in Develop option on the device or your emulator. In your app, set the debuggable property to true in the manifest or build.gradle file if it's not initially set up by default. Logcat is a command line tool that dumps a log of system messages. It includes stack traces when the device throws an error and messages that you have written from your app within the class called log. Let's look at the GPU monitor now. In addition to what Logcat requires, to use GPU monitor you need to set profile GPU rendering in developer options on the device or emulator. The network monitor and the video capture tool work with the hardware device only, not with the emulator. Network monitor is used to analyze network requests, including how and when your application transfers data. At the top of the Android monitor main window, there are 2 menus listing devices and processors. To switch to another device, select the device menu. The device menu lists the devices and the emulators that are running or have run during your current session. There are various status messages that can appear in the device menu. Disconnected, which means you have closed an emulator or unplugged a device from the computer. I hope now you have an understanding as to how you can profile an application. Thank you for watching. Start developing.